Really, guys? Are we back in the 90s? Really? We're gonna fight over Pokemon cards? Okay, so yeah, look, Target stores will stop selling Pokemon cards after shortages. Fighting. This news is coming from Kotaku. Of course, I'll have the link in the bottom if you want to read it for yourselves. Of course, I normally only read about the top line or so, but look, thanks to a combination of pandemic, late-stage capitalism, and people being assholes, Target stores across the U.S. are about to halt all physical sales of certain trading cards with Pokemon on the list. Come on, guys. You know what really kills me about it, though? This is about adults. It's not even about, like, kids that were fighting over it. As far as I could tell, as far as I could see, the way this explains it, there were a number of factors responsible, all of them related. Because of the pandemic, production, distribution of cards has been a hit. So stores have had fewer and fewer to sell. The combination with explosion of reselling markets fueled by the sum generated by the... So it's a bunch of people buying up the cards, fighting over the cards, quite literally. And then, if they can't get the cards, they're fighting each other. Literal fighting in the aisles over Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards. Guys, this reselling market shit, it's getting old. It's getting old in an excruciating way. It is unbelievable to me. I guess it's not unbelievable to me. I do. I very much see it. I very much understand it. It's the same kind of shit that's happening with the PlayStation 5. It's the same kind of shit that's happening with the new Xbox. It's the same kind of shit that's been happening for years and years and years and years with things like amiibos and things like that. These people, mostly scalpers, they buy this material. And then they resell this material at ridiculous expense. And I happen to know from personal experience, I do not go out of my way for Pokemon cards. By any means necessary, I do not. Every now and then, I will buy one of the new packs, and I will add it to this box of packs that I have, a box of decks that I have that me and my daughter use every now and then to play Pokemon. Sometimes me, my wife, my daughter will play cards. We'll go downstairs at the kitchen table and we'll lay the cards out and we'll just have a decent little time. It's just a fun time. We just play cards. And sometimes, for the sake of, I will buy packs every now and then when I'm out and I'm out at a store or something like that. Mainly, it's not a store. Most of the time, what it turns out being is I will be at my comic book store picking up my books. And then, as a treat, if my daughter handles her stuff, because she's a kid, okay? Sometimes your kids can't sit still. Sometimes they got to run here and grab this and look at that and ask for this. Gets old. But an agreement that I have with my daughter is that if I'm going out to spend money on myself, you're not outside the realm of possibility there, okay? I don't feel that it's right, at least in my own opinion, I don't feel that it's right for me to run around and spend a bunch of money on me buying a cool game and a bunch of books and some stuff for me to do, and then you're sitting there and you want like the $5 grab bag Batman figure, and I'm like, ugh, no. No, I don't have the money for that. I only have the money to buy my cigarettes and my booze and my bullshit. That's bullshit, first off. Your priorities should always be that if you're willing to do for yourself, you're willing to do for your child. And even more so, you should be more willing to do for your child than you are for you. This means that by that logic that I live by the things that I personally see in my own moral compass here. And that means that when I go to the store to buy my books, if she behaves, if she knows how to act in public, I have no problem with her asking me about something, and I always have some money set to the side in case she wants something. Do you want a candy? Do you want a drink? Do you want a book? Do you want, this is where we are, do you want one of these figures or something like that? Play with, whatever. And most of the time, what she asks for is a deck of Pokemon cards, not an entire starter pack or whatever. One of the expansions, one of the packs. And I'll normally buy it for her. But I've been witnessing that the comic store is not getting them anymore. Not the way they used to. And they're very much, it's a local comic book shop, and he's very much often out there talking about it, where he's on Facebook and he's like, once again, the shipments didn't come. I got only half of what I asked for, or I didn't get anything that I asked for. And he's out there constantly apologizing and making it known that these things aren't happening that the way that we're used to them happening, okay? And so he has to constantly apologize for the way the Pokemon stuff is going. And right now, this is not just happening in small shops, it's happening all over the place. And I guess it's gotten so bad that with the scalpers market, they discovered that people want them so bad, well, we'll just buy them all and then we'll sell them resale market and we'll jack the price up to double the pack or whatever. And you know, you could argue with me that this is capitalism, that this is supply and demand, that this is what it is, that once they buy the product, it's theirs to do with as they want. And if we're to assume that basically everything in your life is an investment one way or another, then they are investing in this product that then brings them revenue because they sell that product later on down the road. And later on down the road only needs to be tomorrow, or it could be a year from now or whatever, and who knows, okay? It's true. We like to think that the things that we have, the things that we've bought, the toys that we have, and yada yada collections and things like that, that they have a type of revenue, they have a type of value, and that value will come back to us at some point. Yes, we like to believe that. It's not always true, but we like to believe that. Then there's people that I guess you could say are more business savvy than me, and they make it happen. They buy this product, they have the money, they buy the product, they basically create their own bullshit store, and they resell the product. And it's up to the consumer to decide what that product is worth. It's not up to Bill to decide what that product is worth. But when you are scalping the market and buying these things up, and then selling them for way above what they actually cost. I believe it's referred to as EDRP. I'm probably very wrong, but I think that's what it's called. Then you're a piece of shit. You are. If you're a scalper, if you're one of the people that's doing this, if you're trying to cut this heavy profit, especially right now, you're a piece of shit. That's my stance on it. It's probably going to be my stance for a very long time, maybe forever. Now, I will say this. It's also up to the consumers. It's up to us to realize that this is taking place and not be a sucker. The factories will print more of these. Relax. You will get your Pokemon cards. Do not punch people in the head or fight in the middle of Target over Pikachu, okay? It's not worth it. Maybe if it was a Cyndaquil, maybe we could do a little bit of punching, or maybe get a little aggressive, like, man, I really need that Cyndaquil. But, like, let's not fight over Pikachu, okay? I'm messing with you. Don't fight over Pokemon. This is ridiculous. Whatever. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Don't fight over Pokemon. Stupid.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.